Namaste, beautiful soul. I'm Julie Norman, body image guru of bodykarmahealing.com. Change your body image, change the world. And this video blog, we're exploring the Yama of aparigraha, non-attachment, and the Niyama of tapas, self-discipline, austerity. If you're tuning into this video, you are likely journeying through my Foundations e-course that's up on my website, bodykarmahealing.com. That is a free offering. If you'd like to contribute something for it, feel free, but you don't have to. This is an 8-module e-course with video, text, practice guides, activities that I hope helps all women find peace with their bodies and food so they can live life to the fullest. So here we're in module 4, creating change consciously. From the root chakra up to the 2nd chakra up to the 3rd chakra, where we really step into our power as manifestors, where we really take true control of our life. Not messing around, trying to control our bodies, trying to control our relationships, trying to control our external world. We really want to be in that authentic, energy-based love of universal creation, helping us all evolve, all change for the highest good. So I'm matching up this Yama and Niyama with the 3rd chakra, with module 4, creating conscious change, because the number one thing I think that gets in the way of our divine will, our power, our true authentic power, is attachment. And you'll see here I have, dun dun dun, a scale. This is actually a scale, the most recent scale that I have confiscated, if you will, from one of my private peace coaching clients here locally. She wouldn't mind me using it because she doesn't plan to take it back. So the number one attachment, I think, that keeps us stuck with body image is our attachment to the scale, our attachment to the number. And it might not be the scale. You might be attached to certain body contours, seeing that you don't have a thigh gap, or that you don't have any cellulite, or that you have certain muscle tone, or maybe you have attachment to having wrinkles or gray hairs. I'm starting to get, coming into my crone-ness and getting some gray hairs along my crown here, and I have to keep practicing aparigraha, non-attachment, that Niyama, to not get attached to things outside of myself that really don't matter. So if you'll remember from the fundamentals, module 1 in the Foundations e-course, we looked at the peace principles. And the first peace principle is feed your dreams, pay attention to what you dream at night, that's soul work, and also pay attention and talk about and share and take action towards your dreams for your best life. The 2nd peace principle is surrender the scale. And this one, I gotta tell you, it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. They have a really hard time letting this go. I hear so many excuses. Well, I just have it, but I just want to make sure. I really don't let it control me, and it's not negative when I get on it. No. We're talking about healing ourselves to the deepest levels so we can be the fullest expression of soul here in a body. With that, we're healing the world. And if you can't face the fear of letting go of the scale, how are you going to face the fear of putting yourself out there in a big, big way? So this is a hard one, and you feel it right here. The 3rd chakra is located at the solar plexus. And you can feel that pit in your stomach. You can feel that fear, anxiety, and tension build when you think of letting go of these things you think you need. And these things you think define you. This module is about the self-definition. How do we define ourselves? Which we started working on back in the first module with just coming back to I am. Period. You don't need to fill in the blank because you're enough. Just that you've been given the gift of embodiment means you're here to do something special. You have that gift of Dharma. Your passion, your desires, what you want to create for yourself is gonna serve in healing the world, and it's gonna start by healing you. So the first attachment I want you to look at, if you haven't already, is getting rid of the scale. Surrender it. Let's get it out of here. I'm gonna get it out of the picture right now. I like to share a personal story about the Yamas and Niyamas in these video blogs. So for me, one of my prime examples of practicing non-attachment and really letting go of a version of myself, a role that I played, a part of my personality, my identity, was making the shift from practicing dietetics, being a registered dietitian who specializes in eating disorders treatment, to all yoga, to letting myself bring this dream of body karma healing out into the world. I talk about it being an evolution of my work, but I gotta say, it kicked my butt. I was meditating at 5 a.m. in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. Almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, it was December. I was at a professional women's training on building your yoga business, and I had already created Body Karma Healing. Everything was already underway. But I was still keeping my registered dietitian credential, even though I knew I was never going to go back to doing that. And going back isn't a bad thing. But I had evolved from that nutrition therapy, which I did very non-diet approach and very holistically and intuitive eating as well. But it was such a part of my life that I was really done with, and it was just going to inform this work. And I was afraid. I was afraid to let that go, because I was told for years, oh my gosh, Julie Norman's the best eating disorders dietitian in Northeast Ohio. I never marketed a day in my life for clients. For 15 years, I had a full practice all the time, more consulting work than I could handle. I ended up hiring 3 other dietitians to take over the role at my last contract. It was hard. It was hard to leave that behind. And I sat in this hotel room one morning at 5 a.m. when I came to the realization that, oh my gosh, this is such an attachment. I'm having a hard time letting this go. But this deep knowing that I had to let it go. I was really gonna give this what it needed. And it was training. It was training for me, because this is what we're here to learn. That it doesn't matter, that we can't lose love and approval, because we always have the love of Great Spirit, God, Source, whatever that is for you. We have the love of ourselves. That is that love. Other people may not like what we do with our lives. Other people may not like the way we look, or how we parent, or how we do our job, or what career we chose, or what changes we make in our lives, but that doesn't matter. If you are grounded in your self-worth, if you are allowing that Shakti to flow, then you can come up here to the 3rd chakra and let go of what no longer serves you. But here's what that process looks like. So that's the external. Yamas are about our relationship to the outer world. The scale, even our bodies. Our bodies are outside of our true selves. They're that first step beyond soul. Which is why we struggle with them so much. But it's why they are our teachers, our greatest teachers. The niyama of tapas, self-discipline. Tapas is about transformation. Tapas is that fire of the third chakra that creates change. There is a burning, you have that burning desire, and then what you have to do to make your dreams reality, it is a alchemical process that burns away layers of ego, that burns through what no longer serves you. And I think when we're out there trying to burn off our thighs and our bellies and the meal we just ate, we're really trying to get rid of those aspects of ourselves, those versions of ourselves that no longer serve us, or we're trying to get rid of and distract from the information from Shakti, our emotions and our intuition and our passion that is saying we need to change something. So here's what nobody talks about. Here's what nobody puts in the brochures when they're telling you to follow your dreams and heal yourself. They don't tell you how messy and ugly and chaotic that can look. I sat on the floor in that hotel room for like an hour and a half, weeping, just hysterically weeping. I was worried that the hotel staff was going to get a phone call from my neighbors and be like, I think this woman is dying next door, because it is death. It is death of our ego. I was so attached to that identity of being this really cool, really great nutrition therapist. But it was done. I knew it was time. And so I cried and I wept. I kept going into child's pose, and then I get back into bed, and then I did a hot shower, and I cried and I wept and I journaled. But I let go. And I can't tell you what it feels like to take those steps and to come out of the other side of cutting a cord, of cutting an attachment and transforming, not because who you are isn't good or enough. The transformation is getting you back home to who you already are. And it takes sitting with yourself, in yourself. It takes the discipline of meditation, doing absolutely nothing but being. Think about how hard that is. How hard is it to get up in the morning and light your candle and sit? Start your day with just being. That anxiety, the vritty mind that comes in, like, what are you doing? We got things to do. No, you need to work out. You need to get on the scale and see if you're okay for the day. You are okay. You are more than okay. You are amazing. That discipline of our practice is to get us back to our awesomeness. Really let that shine. I hope you are feeling supported. I hope you know that you are loved, that you are the embodiment of love. Thank you, always thank you for tuning in, even if it's just for a few minutes of these videos, or you read one blog and you never come back, or you've been on my email list since the beginning and have been to retreats and workshops and done coaching with me. It is such an honor to be on this journey with you, and keep seeking, keep learning. Don't take my word for any of this. Whoops. What resonates with you is a reflection of your truth. What triggers you is the ego, knowing that it's getting called out. But keep learning. Keep connecting with yourself compassionately along your path. Always feel free to connect with me, email, Facebook message. I would love to hear how things are going for you. I would love to have your feedback. What would you like to see beyond the Foundations e-course and the content I already have up on the website? What else would you like to see? What are you needing? Because we are creating this together. And that's what's really cool, knowing that we're not alone, and that being courageous enough to let go and to walk through that fire serves not only ourselves, it serves all of humanity. Namaste, friends.